this? Thieves again? Oh no, even better. Lackeys from the Sanctorium.
No, Draren, please don't do this.
Hey, do what? You mean shower them with bullets? Pulverize them? Bang bang, you're dead? Because that's exactly what we were told to do.
Wait, we're not here to start anything.
We were told to guard the city gates. Draren, not to shoot everyone on sight.
Too late. My gun's already warmed up and it would be a waste of energy not to fire it now.
You really are a piece of work. But I guess no one will cry over the death of a Sanctorian priestess and her bodyguard.
Wait, guys, we're here to speak to Tyrannus.
Everyone wants to speak to Tyrannus. Get in line, fool. No, actually, stay where you are. It'll be easier to shoot you.
Stop this at once.
Why are you stopping us, Tyrannus? Can't you see we're busy?
Draren, I don't want to repeat myself.
Come on, Tyrannus. The only thing I can do around camp is guard duty. You're basically stealing my job here.
Believe me, Draren, once I'm finished with our guests, I'll be dealing with you.
Sheesh. I'm in for it now.
Your men are a little trigger-happy.
Tell me about it. We try to find a job for every orphan and refugee who seek shelter here, but it's proving more complicated than our most challenging research.
Alfarius sent us.
I figured as much. Come with me. Welcome to Tyr-Caelum. So, you came for Ysoris.
Ysoris?
The Resurgent. You'll find him in the scrapyard.
In the scrapyard?
Yes, you'll see. He's not hard to find.
Wait a second. There's a Resurgent in Tyr-Caelum, and you're telling me he's rusting at the bottom of a scrapyard?
I don't know what Alfarius told you. Yes, Ysoris is a Resurgent, and yes, he shows every sign of remission from the corrosion. But his cure was... I don't know. A stroke of luck? A fluke? I don't know. We have spent months studying him, and we can't find anything useful. For all we know, the corrosion simply ceased affecting him. We couldn't synthesize a cure because there was nothing we could find. And if we here in Tyr-Caelum came up short, I doubt your people in the Sanctorium could do better.
No offense taken.
And don't listen to his blabber. He'll make you run around in circles for his own entertainment.
Sounds like this Ysoris is quite a handful.
Be careful around him. We're speaking of someone who has known unspeakable torments, which has left him diminished. I suspect a part of him wishes to make the rest of the world suffer the way he has.
We'll be careful. Thanks for everything, Tyrannus.
He's not a bad man, Priestess. Please remember that.
course. Just wait for Ysoris to start his recharging process. That's the perfect time for introductions.
Are you okay?
Well, I'll give you a few seconds. No, really, take a good look. Do you see the sweat dripping off my forehead from the pain? The wires entering sensitive parts of my body. The literal dump I'm living in. My sad, sordid excuse for a body. The sarcasm I use in a desperate attempt to hide my pain and embarrassment. I'll give you a few seconds to process all of that. Take your time.
I don't...
Now, I think you can answer your own question. Does this man look okay?
I'm sorry. We're not expecting this.
Maybe we'll step outside a moment until you're done.
Recharging? That would be advisable.
What did we just see?
I have no idea.
Whatever it was, it just redefined my idea of awkward.
The corrosion hasn't affected my hearing, you know. So, what are you here for? I imagine it's not to admire the view.
We'll be blunt, we're here because of the corrosion. Our mother's sick and we want to find a cure for her.
And everyone else, if possible.
Oh, the corrosion, huh? Sounds serious.
And we've been told that you were cured, and...
That I've been, what? Cured? Ah, that's a good one.
Hey, what are you laughing about?
And you just took their word for it? Just like that? I'll be darned. One day you start wearing prosthetics, and people start spreading rumors you found a cure for the corrosion. Ah, what can I say? You pay too much attention to idle gossip.
So you're saying that despite the stigmas you're trying to hide under your prosthetics, you never actually caught the corrosion?
Oh, you spotted that, huh? Well, now that you put it that way, it depends.
Depends on what?
So, assuming I did recover from the corrosion, then you'll want to know my secret, right? And that's quite valuable information. If I tell you I didn't, you'll just leave me here to rust.
That's one way of putting it.
After all, you came all the way here from, oh, I don't know, some backwater village like Jackholm or Elon to find a cure for your beloved mother, or father, or cat, or hamster. It would be stupid of me to not take advantage of your naivety. So, I'll tell you what I want in exchange. I want a heart.
A heart? What do you mean?
Not a pulsing human heart, I admit, but a heart, nonetheless. It's a rather complicated device to be delicately inserted into my still very sensitive chest to control many of the bodily functions my own body cannot seem to.
You're not making any sense. What does it look like?
I don't know what it looks like. Do you think I would still be rotting here if I did?
You know what? I don't think you actually know anything. Even if you were a genuine survivor of the corrosion, you wouldn't actually be able to tell us how you were cured. Look at all these bottles! It's a surprise you're making any sense at all!
I need those to numb the pain.
Come on, Celine, let's go. This guy's a joke. We'll find another way.
Oh, I'm a joke, huh? Is that it? You really want to know what the heart looks like? It's a small black monolith. It's down in the scrapyard. Get it for me, and I'll tell you everything I know. No heart, no cure, and your mother will die. And I couldn't care less if you don't believe me. I didn't ask you to come. You just barged in here. Now get out.
I will find you a heart, Sir Ysoris. I promise you.
Keep your head to yourself.
Celine, I really think...
He knows, Darien. His stigmas are real.
So that's what you were looking at while he was naked?
I don't know why he's trying to throw us off, but one thing is certain. He has the information we need, and that's worth something.
Okay, then let's find this monolith.
Bottles. Wait a second, Darien.
Wait for what?
I think I saw something.
Hey, be careful, Celine. Those pointy things look
Ouch!
really sharp. And that's
Ouch!
broken glass.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Hey, you're gonna hurt yourself.
No, I almost got it.
What is this?
A locket.
So, was it worth it?
We'll find out soon enough. Anyways, let's find this monolith.
You sent them to the monolith.
Yes, I did.
You do realize they're probably going to die.
People die every day. I nearly died there myself. What's the big deal? In the grand scheme of things, the number of people who will have died because of my lies will amount to a drop in an ocean. Now that I've reassured you, I'm going back to sleep. This hangover requires rest and some tender loving care, you know?
I wanted to make sure you knew you were crossing the line, Ysoris.
What are you on about, Tyrannus?
The line that separates a fool from a murderer.
Leave me alone. Go save them yourself if you're so desperate to save them.
I'm not a warrior, Ysoris. This is between you and your conscience now.
I don't care. I really couldn't give up. I've decided I couldn't care less. A quest to save their mother. A lie to whip up some sympathy, no doubt. They will die, and I will sleep. This is who I am now. This is who I am.
So we're at the bottom of the scrapyard.
We should look around for the monolith. Could it be this?
What?
To the best of our knowledge, the whereabouts of the third fragment remains a mystery.
What is this?
As the investigations
A spear?
probe, we have to assume that Rhiannon has safely carried out his plans now. Warning. Unauthorized recipient identified. Message confidentiality compromised. Beginning termination protocol.
What?
No. You're all over the place.
You? What are you doing here?
Saving you from certain death. I just need to get close to the monolith. You lot deal with the rest.
Okay.
Oh, so we're trusting him now?
May I sit this one out? Just this once?
We got it! What happened?
What happened is, I'm out of juice.
Juice?
You asked what a heart is. A heart is a battery that can power my prosthetics long enough not to crumple to the ground every few hours. That's what it is. I depleted all my energy during the fight. Now I've got to get back on my chair and recharge for 2 hours before I can walk again. until the next time I recharge in another 20 hours. Go on. You can point and laugh now.
So, that's why you need a heart?
Yes.
Why didn't you start with that? We could have taken you a bit more seriously.
I tried to tell you, but you cut me off before I could explain.
Well, you didn't really encourage conversation. And I'm not even talking about the fact that you tried to get us killed.
The worst thing is, the monolith isn't even a battery. This was just a trap. I just wanted you to be maimed or die a horribly painful death.
What?
Just put yourself in my place for a second. You barge into my home, if you can call this like a home, and you ask for everything I know about the corrosion, just like all the others. And like everyone else, you wouldn't even believe me if I told you everything that had happened, and by the way, you weren't so friendly either.
Name's Darian.
Well, Darian, I'm sorry for trying to get you killed. That wasn't fair play. Will sorry suffice, or shall I drown myself in that puddle of oil over there in remorse? What says the priestess? Priestess?
Celine. So the monolith can't recharge you. Is that it?
Nope. Serves me right, huh?
I didn't realize the situation you were in.
Nobody does. Don't worry about it. Say, will you help me get back to my place? It will take me 5 days to drag myself back with my remaining arm.
Okay. We'll haul you back.
I think I broke my power outlet. I'll need Tyr-Caelum's help.
I'll go get her.
I found something. It's not the heart you wanted, but...
It's my locket. I thought I'd lost it forever. How did you know? How did you find it?
by relinquishing my last shred of dignity, as well as my fear of pointy objects. It's not what you asked for, but I think it might be important to you.
Nah, I never thought I'd miss it so much.
I cannot truly understand what you're going through, Sir Ysoris, but I can tell you this. Things will get better. For you, and for everyone. Believe me.
And I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I could really do without rusty joints right now. Fighting the tears back, fighting the tears, sucking them back into my eye sockets. There. You win, Priestess Celine. I'll tell you everything I know, but it won't do you any good.
Why?
You need a guide to take you where you need to go. Someone who doesn't fear the corrosion.
Making a fool of yourself again, Ysoris.
Taranis, save me the lecture. I've decided to help them.
I'm not talking about that. It's how you couldn't find a battery if it bit you in the ankle.
Very funny.
You just dismantled a monolith, which was generating a dangerous amount of energy. And where do you think the monolith got all its energy?
From a battery.
Exactly. There's enough energy in this little gizmo for you to live 100 frivolous lives without powering off.
So we just went back and got it.
Does this mean?
Yes, Ysoris. You're going to walk again and be free. You won't have to spend the rest of your life in this rat hole.
Dear ducks.
I'll get everything ready.
So, it's settled then. You gave me back my life. Or what's left of it. So in return, it only seems fair that I devote what's left of me to your cause.
Meaning what?
That we have to find a third bedroll and an extra ration pack because we're all going to Avarice together.
Whoa, slow down. You sent us off to our merry deaths just a few moments ago.
And I saved you afterwards. So that makes us even.
No.
Why do you want to come with us?
I don't know, a misplaced sense of gratitude, perhaps?
Nuh-uh. I don't believe that.
The real reason is that I need to get back to the cure. I need another miracle. But my motivations are irrelevant. You need me.
Why?
Because I'm the only one who can guide you through the dark places you must go if you want to cure your dear mother. And when it comes to the corrosion itself, I'm the most knowledgeable man in the world.
We don't just want to save our mother. We want to save everyone.
Of course, and you will, but you need me for that.
I don't know if I have the strength to trust another stranger again so easily.
What was that? How's this for a plan? Let's all go to Resurgent, where we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll arrange your trip to Avarice, and I'll tell you everything I know about the cure. Then you can decide if it's worth keeping me or not.
Again, why not tell us now?
Because talking makes me thirsty, and Tyr-Caelum's wine tastes like engine oil. This is my last condition for helping you, and it's not negotiable.
I'm afraid I may have unleashed a monster upon the world.
Yes, but a grateful monster. Purifying a corroded clockwork field, huh? I really wonder how the consort figures they can purify the corrosion. By throwing some salt over it, maybe?
No, they use fire now. And when fire doesn't cut it, they use repurposed arcalite bombs.
Oh? And does it work?
They make sure that it does.
A clockwork field. An area contaminated by the corrosion. Chock full of infected people roaming the land, looking for prey to corrupt. They say that even breathing the air in those places is dangerous.
Back then, when I was still looking for a cure for my own ailment, I set off on a trip around the world. After all, I had nothing better to do. I figured that the cure for such a terrible disease would not come served up on a silver platter. Or, so I thought. The dangers of such areas must not be understated. I steered clear of them for a while. But after 12 months of searching in vain, alone and scared, my mind was finally made up. If a cure to the corrosion existed, then maybe, just maybe, it could be found in such a terrible place. A place where no sane man would dare set foot.
What are you trying to tell us?
That I was not a sane man anymore.
Did you bring us here intentionally, Ysoris?
As much as I'd like to say I'm kidding, I'm not.
Focus. This is nothing we can't handle.
Curtains up.
So much for the shortcut. The whole region is corroded. I guess we'll have to find another way.
There is no other way. The path you must take is right here.
What?
What is this?
It's a magnetic repulsor, or magrep, if you will. As long as this little gizmo keeps beeping, it repels corrosion-bearing particles within a 60-foot perimeter. That means you two will be safe, as long as you stay in my oil-stenched vicinity.
That's quite valuable.
It is. Quite hard to make, too. I should know. I made this one.
Are you sure it's safe?
The prospect of losing my last bodily members to the corrosion is not very tempting. Yet I'm willing to put their fate in the hands of this humble little device. You're free to decide if you're willing to do the same, or not.
Hey! So we have to trust that reg map thingy just like that. And right after you told us you were the one who built it.
If you really want to find a cure to the corrosion, you must trust me. For we will go to places far more terrifying than this one. You have a choice to make.